Next up in our Google Sites video series, we're going to talk about how to edit your site. So the first thing that you need to do is navigate to your site, and you can go directly using the address of your website, or you can go to sites.google.com and choose your site from there. So to edit your site, you'll notice that you have a pencil here, and it even gives you the keyboard shortcut, which is E. I'm all about keyboard shortcuts, so if I want to edit a page, I just type E, and that puts me into edit mode. You'll know that you're in edit mode when you see the big blue save button. That's how to tell whether or not you're in edit or view mode. Now, someone who doesn't have access to your site for editing is not going to see that pencil. That's just going to be gone away for them. So when you're ready to edit your site, you go into edit mode as we just did by typing E or clicking on the pencil. Click down in the box where you want to start adding text, and you start typing away. But maybe you want to put something other than text. You can go to the insert button and notice that there's a common section right here. I like horizontal lines after my headings. So I'll do a heading and then a horizontal line and then content, heading, horizontal line, content, and so on. You'll see that on my edtech.works site. That's how that's generally set up. You can also do a subpage listing. I don't particularly like that, but it's helpful for some people. And then a table of contents, which I do like. Google Sites will automatically make a table of contents for you if you use the heading format. And so what I'm talking about, so if we're talking about adding text and we want to make this a heading, notice that it changed that. And as I said, I can go and insert a horizontal line. So now if I insert a table of contents, I'll just leave everything the same, and I'll hit save. And notice now that my table of contents, it's kind of in the wrong place, but you can see that because this was a heading, it automatically added that heading to the table of contents. So that's how you can notify your table of contents as to whether or not you want something added in the contents, is by setting it as a heading. And it does it by hierarchy, so think of it like an outline. If you have a heading, heading 2 is the type that I have right here. So let's go back in, and for one thing, I really want to move this up to the top, so I'm just going to drag it and drop it. And I really want it to wrap the text around it, and I like it on the right side. So I've changed that using this down here. If I click on my table of contents, I have these options. You can go change the size. You can show how many levels it'll do. So if say that I have a subtopic under adding text, like inserting a, let's spell that correctly, inserting a table of contents. And this is how to do that. Go ahead and capitalize this. And I'm going to insert a horizontal line because I like that. And then I'm going to change that format to heading 3. Notice this is a little bit smaller. So this is a subheading of adding text. And so if I hit save, you'll notice that it automatically puts 1.1. So it begins to make an outline based on the types of headings that you do. So that is how to edit a Google site. Remember that if you see the pencil, you're in view mode, so you can't do anything other than edit or create a page. So that's the last thing that I'll talk about on this video, is how to create a page. They give you the keyboard shortcut, which is C, or you can just click that button. Again, I like keyboard shortcuts, so I'm going to hit C for create. E was for edit, C was for create a page. The name of my page is going to be the second page, and I'm just going to do the regular old web page. I do have some options. I'll talk in another video about the different types of page options. And then you select where you're going to put your site. If you want it as a sub page under home, then you would do that. But the default is to put things at the top level, which means that the second page is going to have the same, in the hierarchy, it's going to be at the same level as home. If I put it under home, then notice it goes as in the URL, you can see here's home, and this is a sub page under that. But if I go back to top level, it gets rid of that home and puts it at the same level in the URL hierarchy. And then again, the last step is to click create. It's going to create my page for me. And here I am, and I'm already in edit mode. So I can start doing what I want to do. One of the things that you'll notice that you'll want to change, and we'll talk about page settings in another video, is add files and comments. That's on by default. At some point, I'll talk about templates and how to create a template page where you don't have these things turned on by default. So we'll just click save, as we're not going to add any content to this page. And that'll be all on this video. We'll see you next time.